Chef Clarke is defeated. He knows it. That was brilliant from Viddal Riley. An exhibition of pure boxing.
All right, so this is one of those fights where I'm back to making my bones because in reality, nobody over in the United States knows really, I guess, not a lot of people, who Viddal Riley or Cheavon Clarke is. So this was the first fight on this card of Eubank Benn. This is only the second fight into the broadcast. The first one was CBS, Chris Billam-Smith beating Brandon Glanton. And they're talking about Viddal Riley, who should go on to win. By the way, I'm here real time. But anyway, this is Ben Shalom's fighter, Riley, going against Matchroom Eddie Hearn's Clarke. Now, an important fact is Cheavon Clarke is 34 years old. And now he should go on to lose back-to-back fights. Now, the fact that he's 34 years old, that is who he's going to be. You're not growing anymore from there. And they're fighting at Cruiserweight. And when I look at the Cruiserweight division, it's a very weak division outside the fact of it's top heavy with the champions. But also looking at Viddal Riley, I have some concerns as well. Now, he's younger, 27. So in boxing these days, 27, you're blessed to be just entering your prime, especially in the bigger divisions, in heavyweight and cruiserweight. So he's good. It's still meaning that he's got time to still work on some things before I can really be like, all right, he's going to be the man, or he can beat such and such. Because face it, he's the British champion now. Now he can fight for a championship. He's ranked, right? By the sanctioning bodies, the WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO. We're going to look at the list. See, do you see him? There's Glanton right there. There's Cheavon. How do you pronounce his name? We're waiting for him to read the cards, by the way, before I turn it up. Up next is going to be Billam-Smith versus Aaron McKenna. I like that fight. And then Anthony Yarde versus Lyndon Arthur 3. And then the main event. Let's listen to the cards. Take your time out. Like the video. Subscribe.
Victor Laughlin scores it 116-112.
That's close.
Judge
That's wide.
McCann scores it
and then close.
117-111. And Judge Mark Bates scores it 115-113. All in favor of your winner.
115-113.
By unanimous decision. And new British Cruiserweight champion, Viddal "The Realist" Riley.
So,
What a night for Viddal Riley, who painted the picture perfectly at his beloved Tottenham Hotspur. The glorious...
let me mute this. So let's talk for a minute. I doubt we're going to get a post-fight interview. But now the question is, where does Riley go? Now, he can be like, all right, well, I'm going to start working my way up the rankings, that route. Or, you can fast track him and maybe put him against CBS if CBS wants to fight. You can go to Caleb Johnson. You could even go Glanton, Brandon Glanton, who just lost to CBS. You can go that route as well. So knowing Ben Shalom and the way he operates with his fighters, I'm picking the latter. I don't see him versus CBS. I see them both having like a build-up or two fights before they fight each other. That's how they get down over there, boxer. I'm not knocking it. Promoters do it, different ways as well. You can start working on him in Richard Riakporhe. There's ways you can go with him. But do I see him as a fighter that can win? This is up next. My nipples are hard for this. Smith versus McKenna. Anyway, do I see him being able to beat Opataya, Gilberto Ramirez, Bottle Jack? Bottle Jack is the weakest of the the other two champions, or the three champions, in my opinion. No. But as you can see, looking here, with guys like Junior Dorticos, Macau, Cieslak, Chris Billam-Smith, it's a lot of B-level, C-level fighters in the top 5. So it's a division that's open, for the taking at the top. But then once you get up there, Gilberto Ramirez don't seem like he's going anywhere anytime soon. He's not going to heavyweight. This is it for him, cruiserweight. At least I don't see him going to heavyweight. I don't see it. Opataya is going to eventually go up to heavyweight once the old guard starts retiring off. You know, guys like Usyk, Kubrat Pulev, you know, they're not going to be around much longer. So, and the heavyweight division is getting kind of smaller. I mean, they're still 6'5", but you're not, nah, it's still a pretty big division. These guys are 6'4" and up. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, I don't know what the ceiling is for Riley. Now, he's going to take his spot. As you can see, Clarke was, you know, as the British champion, he got his ranking by the IBF. Is he ranked by the WBA? Neither is. Let's see. Do you see him out? Yep. Clarke was ranked by the WBC, number 12. And by the WBO, number 15. So you can expect for Riley to be probably in this same type of order as well. He's going to take Chev's place. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Me personally, I would like to see, you know, a fast track. If he fights Brandon Glanton, that's pretty much going to be a similar fight to Cheavon Clarke. They were trying to do the same thing. It's just that Glanton is a little more like inside, like grind you out type of fight. By the way, they got to do something with that ring. They've been slipping on the Fatal Fury big ass logo in the middle of the ring. So that's got to be handled. I wonder what they're going to do with it. Put some sawdust down or some shit. Also, to give this card a rating so far, the first fight, Billam-Smith versus Glanton, that's replay value is low. You know, it's not a fight people are going to be like, oh shit, I'm going to go watch the Glanton. That was a good fight. CBS, nah. This fight, replay value low. So overall, you know, not the card, but the quality of the fights of the event, how they turned out, I'm at a C right now. Not a C minus, a C. These fights is like, okay, all right, you know, okay. But it's nothing like, whoa, all right, this card is cracking. Let's see what Liam Smith and McKenna do. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Oh, let me pull up my Twitter. And follow me on Twitter at T Street Controversy. Also, we're going to be in New York next week for the Times Square card. So blessings right there. Headlined by Ron Garcia and Rowley. So here's my Twitter. And by the way, here's a 200+ pound Billy Joe Saunders sighting. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.